Hi, welcome to Darrengold Primary School's EMU News. It's week 4 of term 1, 2021. After our circuit breaker 5-day lockdown for Victoria early this week, we have new restrictions and guidelines for schools. Basically, if you are indoors, you must wear a mask unless you are under 12 years of age or you're a teacher who's currently teaching. Once you walk out of your classroom and you're not teaching though, you need to put that mask on. Outdoors, you only need to wear a mask if you can't keep your 1.5 metres distance in the school. These rules apply to all adults in the school, not just teaching staff. All adults coming into the school still need to register on the school kiosk at the front door place. The focus for this term for reading and writing is narratives. So the students have been learning this week about the parts of a narrative, especially looking at characters and settings. The characters make up the who of the story. So for a lot of the children, they'll talk to you about who's in the story. The setting is made up of 2 parts. When is the story taking part and where is the story taking part? Due to the circuit breaker this week, we've changed the maths a little bit and we're following on from last week, and we'll change for a new focuses for next week. So this week we've been following up on skip counting and patterns, especially looking at the 2s and the 5 skip counting. And we've been looking at time, especially looking at seasons and the calendar. How do you read a calendar? How many months have 30 days? How many months have 31 days? And of course then there's February. Integrated studies, we've been looking at simple machines. Where possible, we've linked this with other things that we've been doing, such as our maths or our literacy. So if we're doing some books, we've been looking at where there's some inclined planes or some wheels and axles, other things mentioned in the books as we're reading along. Reminder, the students have 2 home practice books, book 1 and book 2. One of those 2 books will be going home every day with the student, while the other one sits here at school so the teachers can upload and put work into it ready for the following week. On a Friday, the students will take home a fresh book. Now, if you haven't sent your book back to school to sit here, then you're going to have to remember you've got 2 to send back, or you may have a book that's got nothing in it because we haven't had it to put anything in. In it, you'll find that there's a reading log. Your student will have up to 5 books for the week. As you listen to reading or you read with them, can you please sign it on the day you do it? When we read with them at school with those books, we will also sign it for you so we can see how much the child is practicing. Remember, the more that they practice their reading, the better they're going to get. Thank you to those families who've joined Seesaw on the Family app. We've put the Family app QR code in your student's home practice scrapbook. You will also send an email. Now, each student is able to have 10 family members connected to their Seesaw account. So if you'd like grandma, grandpa, an uncle and aunt or a close family friend, they can also join in. You may need to send me a message though so that I can approve them, because it's not automatic. Just remember, do not post your family code, QR code for your child's Seesaw anywhere where anyone else can see it. If you post it on social media, everyone in the world is going to be able to see it. The students have got their codes for their Seesaw app in their family practice book. Now this week, because we had the circuit breaker, it became very apparent that the students are going to need Seesaw at home again. Who knows if we're going to have another relapse of COVID and we're going to have more circuit breakers here in Victoria. Let's hope not, but it's always possible that that's going to happen. Monday night, despite the circuit breaker, we had a school council meeting. Thank you to those parents who attended that and those parents who renominated and came back onto school council. I'd like to congratulate our community member, Dean Watson, who is our new school council president for the next year.